What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today we are working on the oh so dreadful Toyota Corolla. If you're new to the detailing, wait till you get one of these Toyota Corollas, Toyota Camrys, anything Toyota. It's just one of those that is going to give you a headache. The material they use, it's definitely not the best quality, but at the end of the day, Toyota is probably one of the most dependable vehicles out in the market anyways. But we're working on this one, and you're about to see a little bit on how it looks, right? But really, today's video is really about not using today we're not using my Mighty extractor. Today we're actually going to be using a non-heated extractor, and we're going to be using the steaming method to do the extraction, right? So if you've been looking for a way to clean interiors and you don't have the heating element out of your extractor, stay tuned, because that's truly what this video is about today. As always, step number one is always going to be the drill brush method, especially when it comes to thin fibers such as a Toyota Corolla, a Honda Accord, a Kia, Hyundai. All those have very thin material. So this method here really helps you just maximize your results at the end, right? So I'm always drill brushing the carpet and vacuuming over and over, because I really want to get as much out of these fibers. So the drill brush method is always the first step. Quick tip, guys. I know this probably isn't a major thing, but for me, safety is always a major thing. Safety for the customer, safety for yourself. When I'm working at a customer's house, and if I can, I always back vehicles in like this, right? Instead of facing the vehicle in, I always turn them around and have the vehicle facing out. Now you might be thinking, why? The true reason to that is because I always want to be facing the street. I always want to be facing out, if that makes sense. Why? Because you never know. We hear a lot of stories of detailers getting robbed or anything like that. Why? Because if you notice, the majority of the time, a lot of these detailers are always working backwards, right? So the car's facing this way. They're out here cleaning the car, but they never see what's behind them. So for me, every time I place a vehicle, I'm always placing it in a way that my eyes are always having to look at my surroundings. So I know it's not a big deal for some, but for me, I'm very observant, and I want to make sure I'm able to see, because if I'm out here and I'm cleaning this car, right, I'm able to see in front of me, and I'm also able to see what's beside me, right? So if I'm working in this customer's house right here, right, I'm working, I can see the front, I can see the side as well, because my body is always pretty much facing this right here. So it's just a safety tip. You know, I pray that none of you guys ever get robbed or never go through that. I know I've had some friends that have gotten robbed, and that's what happens, is the car placement, right? Of course, there's times where you can't place the car, but whenever you get a chance, if you're in this type of scenario, flip that car around and find the best way to stay focused on the vehicle, but at the same time, you have perfect view of your surroundings. That way, nobody can come up and creep on you, right? So, as you guys know, I carry, so I'm always ready, but I pray that would never happen. But anyways, that was just a safety tip. And after I do the whole vacuuming, the drill brushing, and everything, I've already cleaned the plastics. The next phase is the pre-spray. So I'm using Flex Citrus out of this pump sprayer here. And this is truly my favorite pairing when it comes to dirty interiors. Flex Citrus for the pre-spray, Flex Fire on the extraction. And then once we do the whole pre-spray, now we are to the drill brushing stage. And pretty much I just let the product sit for a little bit, and then I just come back with my drill brush just to agitate everything really quick. And this just kind of opens up the pores of the fibers and gets it ready for the extraction. All right, so my way of doing these types of upholsteries, if I don't have a heated extractor, all right? So after I do the pre-spray, the next phase is going to be coming with the steamer and steaming all the upholstery, right? All that cloth. So I'm gonna use this steamer to steam everything, and that's what is my heating element if I had an extractor, right? So I will steam everything as much as I can, just warm up the fibers really good, and then it's followed by the extraction process. As you're gonna see here, literally all I'm using is the extractor. There's no heater on this one, and it's definitely doing the job much better than if I wouldn't use like a steamer, really, because these seats were pretty stained up. So having the steamer on my side for this project definitely helped, and as you guys can see, it's definitely paying off. And after you do your whole extraction, then what you do is you grab your steamer and a good sized drying towel. And then you just steam the cloth. And what this is going to do, one, is going to dry it, but as well, it just helps with the drying process. And that concludes today's video, guys, on this 2017 Toyota Corolla. Overall, it definitely came out really well, and you're about to see on some of these clips truly how well this interior came out. By just using this method that I showcased today, hopefully it helps you guys kind of understand a little bit of a different way that you guys can probably keep clean upholstery if you don't have a heating element, right? I thank God I have an extractor that has heating, but you know, if you have a steamer, that's all you need, guys. You don't need to go out there and spend, you know, like this extractor I have cost me about $2,400, I think, when I bought it. But you don't need to go out there and buy a extractor with heat, right? If you have a steamer, that's all you need. And I know many of you guys are probably wondering what extractor I was using, and many of you probably already know which extractor. But in today's video, guys, I was using the Aqua Pro extractor paired with the Aqua Pro steamer. Review on the extractor coming very soon. I've been playing with this for about probably about a month or so, and I'm still playing with it. I'm not really full on the review. That's why a lot of people have asked me when I was gonna do a review on that one. I'm still waiting on posting that review. I just like to play with the extractor before I make any type of, you know, feedback on it. So it has its pros, it has its cons, but stay tuned for that review, more in depth really on how I use it, if I like it, if I don't like it. But that's what we used today, was the Aqua Pro steamer with the Aqua Pro extractor. So the results speak for themselves. Anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. As always, we'll see you guys on the next video.